Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. The Trucks Island, it's 91 degrees. So here in a little bit I will put my window back down and have a cigarette. Sat there over 14 hours last night. Old boy said I'd get down the road from him. He never showed up. Bummer. I understand he said I like 25 miles. To some people, 25 miles is a long ways. Then again, there's some of us that's like, alright, what's your point? So, if my wife was asked to drive 25 miles without a specific reason other than to go meet somebody she didn't know, she'd laugh at you. Maybe after she hung up, but got my load kicked off, last drop. I figured it wouldn't take 10 or 15 minutes. It took over 30 minutes. I had planned it out where I would get here at this paper mill about 10:30. I got here about 10:45. But I had 11 o'clock appointment. It's all good. Pulled up to the gate. Little bitty paper mill out here. And back straight in the dock, so to speak. Actually, I pulled in and staged. And I seen a young man out here on a zero turn. I ain't sure what brand it is. He was stuck in the ditch. He done ice-centered it. So he's kind of looking around like, what the hell do I do? So he started walking yonder way as I got out and yelled at him. Two of us, we just kind of manhandled it, twisted around where we got his tires back on the ground, and he's back at it. Of course, I told him about Simple Living YouTube, and he took notes. We'll see if he comes in or not. I mentioned to him that there'd be a little preaching of the word, and he says, all right, now you done forced me to go watch it. So that's a good thing about South. You get down here, and yeah, technically this ain't the Bible Belt, but we was all raised with the good Lord in our lives in one fashion or another. He might not be one of the Christians that goes to church every Sunday, blah, blah, blah. Neither am I. You know, most of my subscribers are not. That don't take away from the need of hearing the Word of God. So, I hope he comes on and joins. So after that, I talked to the shipper. Didn't have the right pickup number, so got it. He told me to go ahead and back in the dock while dispatch was getting it. I wasn't even backed in, and they had it. I went and gave it to him, good to go. I'm in the dock. And he told me I ought to be glad it wasn't yesterday. He said yesterday was pretty chaotic here. I said, well, it's a good day to be Tuesday then. Mama didn't see that snake around there this morning. Lakota showed up for work. And I told him to search the yard for that snake. He didn't find it. I was not planning on having him mowing and stuff because the grass ain't that high. By no means. So I told him to go ahead and weed eat, mow, put down that snake away. I thought we had put it down before. And Mama said no, we'd got it, but had not used it for whatever reason. It doesn't cover all snakes is what I'm thinking. But we wanted to make sure that before we put that stuff down, we was not trapping him in the yard. That is not good. And it's only good until the first rain. Imagine that. I told her to check her weather. If it ain't supposed to rain in a few days, go ahead and put it down. Might wind up getting a few little bags of it. I don't know. If it seems to work, I might put a whole bunch of it around my place and have it scattered out down towards the pond. Stay at the pond. Because our little dogs do get out and run around outside the yard with it. You've seen that in the videos. Let's see. I was looking up Catskills. At this time, it says I'll get to the yard around 8 or 9 o'clock. We'll see. Hopefully we'll do another live stream tonight. My favorite Yankee, he got a ticket in Michigan yesterday, and he's real upset. We talked a couple of times about it. And he wants to bring it up on a live stream and see what y'all got to say about it. I'm good with that. Big old redneck boys down here. So, and of course, if we cover that, we'll cover lots of others too. You know how that goes. Had a pretty good one last night. It was over 2 hours long. I enjoyed that. I was ready to go to bed. And those that participated or watched it, that damn Prime in front of me, I finally laid down, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes after we ended the video, maybe a half hour. I had a phone call to make and talked to him a little bit. Then I went ahead and laid down. I didn't lay down an hour, and I was up for a minute. Prime had done pulled out, and someone else had done back in there. I said, damn. So, go figure. And that individual was still there this morning, but it wasn't a big deal to me. But I should be on my way to the yard here directly. And looking to see what all he's mowing around here. He got a pretty big place he's mowing. Guess that was his truck and trailer out there. But anyway, looks like I'll be out of here relatively soon. I've done been here 41 minutes and they ain't bounced the trailer yet. And hopefully I'll be out of here within a couple hours. He might be going and getting the stuff and bringing it up. I don't know. It's going to be paper rolls. I don't know. They was kind of full in there, so you'd think he'd want to get the dadgum stuff out of there. But now I'm fixing to call Grandma, let her flirt with me a little bit, see how Lakota's doing around there. Y'all remember, God loves you, so do I. You just been updated on the world of Papa Joe. Bye.